dance battle that we're gonna do. So we have these dance moves, and we're gonna pick them out of a hat, and whatever we pick out, that's what we gotta do. All right, so Addie, you go first.
Okay. Got driving a car.
Ready? Okay. All right, so Addie got driving a car. Let's see, my turn. Mix it up, mix it up. All right, I got playing video games, right? All right, playing my video games. Go, 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 go. Ah, yeah! Woo, I just won! All right. Your turn. Okay.
Okay, putting on skinny jeans. This is an arm video. One leg at a time, and a leg at a time, and then pull it out.
Right. Addie?
Making your bed.
All right. Let's see. Vacuuming.
Go girl, yeah. Go girl.
Okay.
Eating, okay. Okay. Eat a little here, eat a little there, eat a little here, eat a little there.
All right, I hope you guys liked it. So if we didn't tell you guys what the dance moves were, you would have had no clue what we are doing. This month, we are going to be studying a series called Crossover, where we learn about people who did extraordinary things whenever they listened and they spoke to God. All right, let's continue on with our lesson.
Start, here, cut.
I will not be afraid, though troubles out there night and day. No, I will not be filled with fear, since God is always, always, always
the static, all the noise can't compete with your beat. Tuning in to your voice, it's your love on repeat. Shout it out, tell the world I found a meaning. Can't be quiet anymore, you're the song I'm singing. Can you hear it? Through a million voices, you're the sound all around. Love is big, love is loud. Like beat of your heart goes on and on. You play my song, so turn it up, can't get enough of your love. 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 You make my heart go boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You make my heart go boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. All the static, all the noise can't compete with your beat. Tuning in to your voice, it's your love on repeat. Shout it out, tell the world I found a meaning. Can't be quiet anymore, you're the song I'm singing. Can you hear it? Through a million voices, you're the sound all around. Love is big, love is loud. Like beat of your heart goes on and on. You play my song, so turn it up, can't get enough of your love. 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 You make my heart go boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You make my heart go boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Jesus, my heart is yours, now and forevermore. Let it only be for you. Jesus, my heart is yours, now and forevermore. Let it only be for you. Jesus, my heart is yours, now and forevermore. Let it only be for you. Jesus, my heart is yours, now and forevermore. Let it only be for you. Beat of your heart goes on and on. You play my song, so turn it up, can't get enough of. Beat of your heart goes on and on. You play my song, so turn it up, can't get enough of your love. 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 You make my heart go boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You make my heart go boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
You are here, moving in the midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working. Come on! Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop. Oh, even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, yeah. Oh, even when I don't see it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop. You're the way maker, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Oh, that is who you are. Oh, and that is who you are. That is who you are. Oh, that is who you are. Oh, it's who you are, my Jesus.
All right, it is time for our new memory verse. Are you guys ready? Addie and I are gonna go over it with you with some really cool moves to help you guys remember it. All right, here we go. God is able to do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine. Ephesians 3:20. God is able to do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine. Ephesians 3:20. All right, let's go over it one last time. You ready? God
is
is able to do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine. Ephesians 3:20. All right, we'll see you guys next week where we go over the memory verse again.
Hey guys! Today we're talking about being full of faith. So we got some juices here. One is full of juice. We're gonna say it's full of faith. So if I were to throw this juice, crush it, it's still good, right? It's protected. It is full of faith. Now Piper's over here doesn't have any faith. Piper, show us what happens when you crush it. Oh my goodness. Can you still drink out of that? No, it doesn't have any faith. So that's why it's important for us to be full up on God and have faith. And just like in our Bible story today, talking about Gideon, he had faith and he had to trust that God was going to be with him and trust what God was going to do for him. Right, Piper?
Yeah.
So is it better to be full of faith?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to be like this juice, right? Good job.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. Boys and girls, rise and shine. It is time for our Bible story. My name is Miss Lily, and I am excited to bring the Bible story to you today. But first, let me just say, happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. We hope that you're having a great weekend. You and your families are safe as we continue to pray for you and all others. And we thank God for our country and our freedoms. Now, let's get into our Bible story. Today's Bible story comes from the book of Judges, chapter 6. It's one of my all-time favorite stories. It's about a man named Gideon. Let me tell you guys what's happening in this Bible story. Now, boys and girls, in this story, we find that Gideon and the Israelites have fallen under the oppression of the Midianites. God wanted them to be free, and so he called on Gideon. He told a mighty man of valor, I am calling you to bring the Israelites out of captivity. Now, Gideon almost laughed at that because he did not feel like he was a mighty man of valor or of courage. And so he said, God, I think you're mistaken. Let me make sure that you've got the right man. Gideon placed a fleece or like sheep's wool on the ground. And he told God, overnight, God, I need you to make this fleece wet if you really want me to be that person that takes the Israelites out of captivity. So the next day, God did just that. He showed Gideon, look, Gideon, the fleece is wet. Then Gideon was like, I'm not convinced yet. Gideon was not yet convinced that God had really answered. So he tested God once again and he said, okay, God, this time I'm going to put the fleece outside and I want you to make all the ground wet except the fleece. If the fleece is the only thing that is dry in the morning, then I know that you have called me, you have the right man. Guess what happened? God showed Gideon extreme peace at that time. He showed Gideon, look, Gideon, all the ground is wet and only the fleece is dry. Now, boys and girls, this showed Gideon, number one, that God gives extreme peace, right? When we're scared or when we're afraid or when we are doubtful, God shows us that he is with us and he provides peace for us. Now, Gideon would go on to encourage the rest of the Israelites that God was with them and they were going to defeat the Midianites. They were able to receive their... Boys and girls, Gideon and the Israelites received their freedom from the Midianites. You know, though, before they did that, they had to give something up, something that was very sad to the Lord. They had to give up their idols. You see, they had started worshiping other gods, and we know that there is one true God. And God had showed them, look, you have turned away from me, and you have started worshiping other things. And so once they realized this, they released their idols, they burned them, and they trusted God. Gideon and the Israelites were free. Boys and girls, we are free in Jesus as well. We know that he is our true God, and when we trust in him, he helps us through all things. Boys and girls, we pray that you would have a great rest of your weekend. We love you and we miss you, and we hope that you will join us next week for the next Bible story. Remember, God provides peace for us. Love ya. Bye.